What if revenge was not loud, not violent, but stitched quietly into the fabric of daily life? What if every thread carried a secret? This is not the story of a sword or a gun. It is the story of a woman, a needle, and a silence so powerful it destroyed an entire household. Her name was Louisa, and in the summer of 1853, in Tennessee, her hands turned from labor into legend. The South was alive with heat that summer. The air was heavy, pressing down like a weight. On the plantation, the family carried on with their routines. The master counted his fields. The mistress arranged her table. Children laughed, played, and wore fine dresses made by enslaved hands. In the workroom, women sat bent over fabric, stitching for hours under dim light. Among them was Louisa, quiet, careful, steady. To anyone watching, she was just another seamstress. But inside her silence lived something deeper. Every dress she finished, every shirt she folded, carried more than fabric. It started small, a rash on the mistress's neck, the children restless with fevers, the master coughing late at night. Doctors blamed the summer heat, the bad water, or the swamp air. But the sickness spread strangely. New garments seemed to bring new suffering. A fresh dress would burn the skin. A clean shirt would leave red marks. Pillows filled with feathers caused dizziness and strange weakness. The family did not understand, but Louisa sat quietly at her bench, stitching, her face unreadable. In the slave quarters, whispers moved like wind. Some said Louisa had knowledge, passed down from mothers and grandmothers' knowledge of roots, berries, and leaves that could heal or harm. Some feared her. Others prayed for her success, but no one dared to speak openly. To the family, Louisa was invisible, too silent to be suspected, too ordinary to be blamed. But the enslaved knew something was happening, and Louisa was no longer just sewing. She was striking. As weeks passed, the house grew darker. The mistress's skin blistered. The children became pale, thin, restless in their beds. The master wandered the halls, weak and confused, unable to command his land. Servants avoided the laundry. They were afraid to touch the garments. Some swore they saw strange stains, patterns in the fabric that looked almost alive. But Louisa kept working, stitch by stitch, thread by thread. Every coffin that left the house carried clothes she had sewn. By late summer, fear ruled the plantation. The doctor returned again and again, shaking his head, unable to explain the sickness. The family prayed, burned herbs, tried remedies. Nothing worked. One night, a storm rose. Thunder shook the walls, and in the workroom, Louisa left her bench. When the storm passed, she was gone. No broken doors, no tracks in the mud, no sign of struggle. Only one thing remained: a half-finished garment, the needles still threaded, waiting. The family did not recover. One by one, they faded. The plantation, once loud with wealth and order, sank into silence. Fields lay untended. The house grew empty. Years later, explorers claimed to find a trunk beneath the sewing room floor. Inside were scraps of fabric. Each scrap bore a name. Some still carried stains that burned the skin when touched. To some, this was proof of witchcraft. To others, proof of resistance. Where did Louisa go? No one knows. Some say she drowned in the river during her escape. Some say she reached the north, carried by those who helped the enslaved run to freedom. Among her people, her story was told in whispers, not of a witch, but of a woman who found power in silence. Today, the ruins of that plantation remain hidden in Tennessee woods. Visitors speak of unease, as if the walls remember. Some hear the faint sound of fabric tearing. Others say they feel watched, as if Louisa herself still lingers. For stitches never truly stopped, for silence never truly ended. And her story remains a warning, a legend, and a reminder that even the smallest hands can leave the deepest scars.